Riddler, Darren Reese, we've got Dylan Ollsen, 11 fights, 7 wins, 4 coming by way of knockout, and he's taking on one of my favourite fighters, one of South Australia's favourite fighters, and one of Australia's most explosive fighters, Lex Hanegraaf, trained by Tommy Boyle out of Renegade Muay Thai, 18 fights, 13 wins, 5 KOs. This is 5 2-minute rounds of full Thai rules. Expect the elbows to fly from both of these boys.
Yeah, absolutely. A very mouth-watering main event. Really looking forward to this, Johnny. Particularly Lex now almost becoming a regular on Resurrection of the Warrior.
Yeah, coming off a recent win for the WKA state title over Costa Musmanides, and the elbows are going already. So this is 5 2-minute rounds, full Thai rules. Lexi Hanegraaf with the black trunks with the green Renegade across the front.
Over 5 rounds, I was perhaps expecting a bit of a feeling out process, but Lex Hanegraaf definitely on the front foot early here.
Yeah, I tell you what, when Lex Hanegraaf is in centre ring, there is no feeling out process. It is 5 rounds, full belt. He does not take a backward step. We've seen him in some absolute wars. We've seen him in Melbourne. We've seen him all over the country. Here come the elbows from Hanegraaf. That's not going to faze Dylan Ollsen as well, of course, trained by Darren Reese, the Riddler. Share that to the Ollsen Lakes Hotel and a Paris production. You're watching this on Fight Sports, proudly brought to you by JPS Coatings. Fight Sports every Thursday night, Foxtel Aurora, Channel 183, 8:30 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. Replays on Sundays, 11:30 AM, 5:30 PM. So 3 times a week you get to watch Fight Sports.
Yeah, absolutely, and bringing you such a variety of fight sports, from boxing to MMA to Muay Thai.
The most prolific fight producer in the country and the best DVD producer in the country,
bar none.
Big shout out to Paris from Paris Productions. It's Fight Sports on demand.tv. Get on and have a look at that as well. Over 500 fights online for you to watch. Get on to the new website, A Paris Production, and have a look at that great corporate website there.
This is a very confident opening here from Lex Hanegraaf. He just stormed his way into centre ring, spinning elbow as well. This is his hometown. This is his home turf. Really looking to make a statement here.
I'll tell you what, Dylan Ollsen not phased at all. He's kept his guard up nice and tight. He knows what Lex is all about. Entertaining first round there from both boys. Proudly brought to you by Ollsen Lakes Hotel and a Paris production. Fight Sports. Lexi Hanegraaf already unloaded about a dozen elbows in this first round.
Second term up, guys. Let's go. Come on.
Lexi just stalking his corner like a cage cat, Johnny Cav, and Dylan Ollsen just nice and calm in the corner. And I tell you what, you couldn't have a calmer trainer in the corner than the Riddler, Darren Reese.
Once again, Lex looking to unload with the elbows.
The intentions are clear here, Johnny Cav. There's no title up for grabs. There's 5 2-minute rounds. There's bragging rights to experienced fighters. Probably South Australia's best and one of WA's best fighters in the 70 kilo weight division.
That's the grind. You're right, Lexi.
Good respect there show from both boys. Lexi just wore one a little bit low, a bit of a smile, shook it off, and touched gloves with Dylan and got back into it again.
Just admiring the tattoos of Dylan Ollsen. Quite often you see people with a back piece. Not very often you see them with a front piece all the way on the stomach. He's endured quite a lot of pain, I would expect, in the tattoo shop, as Lex Hanegraaf looks to unload over in the neutral corner, short crossing elbows. Dylan trying to retaliate with an elbow of his own and smartly gets himself out of that corner.
Yeah, very composed is Dylan Ollsen. So he's had 11 fights for 7 wins, 4 of them coming by way of knockout. Lexi Hanegraaf 18 fights, 13 wins, 5 of those coming by way of knockout.
Experience going the way of Lex Hanegraaf, but he looks like a man on a mission tonight, Bushy.
It's almost like they don't need gloves at the moment, Johnny Cav, because they're just getting straight in and just working the elbows. Body shot there from Hanegraaf.
Gee, Lexi's mixing up his techniques nicely. Look at that, goes downstairs with the kicks as well.
He has a tendency, Lex Hanegraaf, to drop his hands, as we saw just then, but I tell you what, he's got a chin of granite. We've seen him wear some absolute crackers. Remember his fight with Charlie Chow was an absolutely sensational event. We've seen him over in Victoria as well. Always puts on a show, but his hands are dangerously low.
Yeah, but take nothing away from Dylan Ollsen. He's no slouch. He's worn pretty much everything that Lex has thrown at him so far. And continues to fight back.
Yeah, good second round there from both boys. Dylan Ollsen still very composed there in centering. Back in the corner, of course, Tommy Boyle looking after Lex Hanegraaf.
Sponsored by the Ollsen Lex Hotel and Function Centre and A Paris Production.
We go round 3, proudly brought to you by A Paris Production, producers of Fight Sports, and the awesome Mawson Lakes Hotel. This is the main event. Resurrection of the Warrior number 8, proudly brought to you by Rob Tiller and Master Sarunchi at Rahu Promotions. Work there from Ollsen, good kicks, but Lexi Hanegraaf working the hands.
Yeah, another step-up round kick from Dylan Ollsen.
Bit of showboating there from Lexi, which you got to love in centering, crossing elbow.
Oh, downward elbow attempted from Lex Hanegraaf, and he's cut Dylan Ollsen.
And you got to love that. He just pointed at the referee as if to say, I've cut him right down the middle of the forehead to get in and have a look at that one. It'll be interesting to see after the earlier stoppage we had, Johnny Cab. This one's right in the middle of the forehead.
Doctor coming up onto the ring now, having a good look.
Yeah, but you want to have a look at it? I just want you to have a look at it. You happy with him going on if they can stop it? Sweet. Come on, mate.
Just letting him get over in the corner, put a bit of Vaseline onto it. Again, the different rules here in South Australia, but Lexi's going to really start working that one now.
Yeah, well, it was the first downward elbow from Lex Hanegraaf, and he cut Dylan Ollsen after many attempted crossing elbows.
And it looked like a big roundhouse there from Lex Hanegraaf has dropped Dylan Ollsen for an 8 count. Dylan Ollsen looking composed there in the corner, just receiving that 8 count, but Lex Hanegraaf, ever since that cut, Johnny Cab, is the man on a mission.
Yeah, Dylan doing well to just protect himself, keeping that guard up nice and high as Lex looks to unload once again with every elbow he can think of.
Yeah, good counter kicking from Dylan Ollsen. And the crossing elbows from Hanegraaf aren't going to get through because the guard's nice and tight. It's the upward elbows from Lexi Hanegraaf. Just a bit of a slip there in the corner.
Come on. Face up.
The claret starting to flow again from Dylan Ollsen in the red corner. Riddler's going to be getting the adrenaline ready for the end of this third round.
Yeah, Dylan now just looking to cover up and protect himself. Try and minimise as much damage as he can to that cut.
Dylan is just very composed. Lex Hanegraaf, every time he's walking forward, looking to drop the elbows in. Nice teep to the face. But Ollsen very composed.
Oh, look at Lex Hanegraaf, just relentless now. Surging forward. Oh, have a look at the face of Dylan Ollsen.
A big third round there from Lexi Hanegraaf, of course, putting an 8 count there on Dylan Ollsen. This is the 4th round, proudly brought to you by Mawson Lakes Hotel and A Paris Production, Fight Sports. Lexi Hanegraaf looking as beautiful as normal, not a mark on him, but Dylan Ollsen been sliced and diced from Lex Hanegraaf. Riddler doing some great work in the corner there in between rounds. I like the way Ollsen's just circling off as well. He's not leaving a stationary target there for Hanegraaf.
Almost an elbow to the body from Lexi as he lets go.
He was too far away to throw it, Johnny Cameron. He almost fell into it. Dylan Ollsen, tough boy here in centre ring.
Look at the use of the ring by Lex Hanegraaf. He will not let Dylan Ollsen back him into the corner at all.
Yeah, he's just like a jumping jack, is Lexi Hanegraaf. He just does not know how to take a backward step. Always on the go, always up on the balls of his feet, but Dylan Ollsen, good work there, keeping him at range.
Yeah, good use of the kicks by Dylan, just trying to keep and halt Lex's momentum.
Left body shot, right elbow from Hanegraaf.
Once again, a teep.
Good work there from Ollsen, but the blood really starting to flow from the head of Dylan Ollsen.
Lex now alternating his kicks right and left. He's taking some punishment, Dylan Ollsen.
He has, Johnny Cavan, just sitting there having a look at it, but he's still looking very composed in centre ring.
Oh, once again, Lex looking to splice him open with the elbow.
Yeah, I think he might have opened up a second cut on Dylan Ollsen as well, Lexi Hanegraaf. It's not enough to stop Dylan Ollsen at the moment, but the Riddler's going to get another kilo of Vaseline out and some more adrenaline. That's 4 rounds down, Johnny Cav. 1 to go. Lex Hanegraaf in control at the moment with the elbows.
I don't want to rob him of what he's coming for, mate. Stay all right. Come, Nazar. Come, mate. Hello. Good work, man. Stay there. Stay there.
And we're on for the 5th and final round.
There you go, 5th and final round, proudly brought to you by the Mawson Lakes Hotel and a Paris production. Fight Sports, Lex Hanegraaf opened up where he has every other round with his elbows.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what he's looking to do to Dylan Ollsen. He's opened him up even more. Just looking to line him up now, sticking that left hand in the face of Dylan Ollsen.
Yeah, tough customer, the boy from Riddler's gym. Take nothing away from Team Riddler. They are one of the most prolific gyms in the country. Riddler had something like 80 fights of his own. A stalwart of Australian Muay Thai, Darren, the Riddler Reese.
Yeah, full respect to Dylan Ollsen. He's worn everything that Lex has thrown at him, and he's thrown almost everything except the kitchen sink.
Good work there from Ollsen, just blocking the kicks with his forearm guard there. Just parrying the kicks away.
Halfway through the 5th and final
Once
round.
again,
Make some noise
front
out
deep
there.
from Lexi Hanegraaf. Nice boxing skills from Lex.
Yeah, Lex just having a bit of fun now in centering, just enjoying himself, but Dylan Ollsen, as tough as they come. Still keeping his guard up nice and tight.
3 elbows in succession attempted by Lex.
Really, we haven't seen Dylan really have the opportunity to throw any of his own. He's been just countering and covering up from the elbows of Hanegraaf. Obviously, Lex has got through a good catch and takedown there from Lex Hanegraaf.
Yeah,
20 seconds remaining.
that'll score nicely on the judges' card as once again the blood streams from that cut.
You know, Johnny Cav, I look at this one and I feel sorry for the boys a little bit earlier on losing. I think it was Clayton Shepherd. We had a cut stop and there was nowhere near as much blood. It wasn't flowing into the eyes as what Dylan Ollsen is. And his fight was stopped earlier. But I tell you what, Johnny Cav, this main event, worthy of the main event to finish off Resurrection of the Warrior number 8. The win's going to go the way of Lex Hanegraaf, but full credit to a very tough Dylan Ollsen from Riddler's gym over in Perth.
Yeah, what a gutsy display from the fighter from WA.
Dylan Ollsen and Lex Hanegraaf.
And a big thanks to our main event sponsors, the Mawson Lakes Hotel and a Paris production, Fight Sports. You've been watching Fight Sports, proudly brought to you by JPS Coatings, and let's go over to our decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by unanimous decision, the Balloon Corner, Lex.
No great surprises there, John.